Give him his meds. You're about to give that Senator a break. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. If you're getting if it's getting frustrating, absolutely. Just because there's no rush. It's not like you're on the clock. And if you're also there, you might need to step out and resupply. Also, something will. Oh, I think I can get Black Rock. I don't. Oh, for the achievement. I was gonna say that's not exactly an upgrade. Won't give you max love yet. Oh, okay. Have you done the entire quest line? Although my understanding is that even after you complete his last request, that's not, you got to do one more trade after that, and then you're considered like your besties, which is odd, but I guess there maybe the logic is like there's some things he'll only offer you after you've done that final quest for him. You have done it. Okay. Yeah, because I got the same thing. I did his last his last mission and the fallout that came from it, and I still didn't get the achievement. But apparently, you got to do one more, and then he'll consider us besties. Yeah, leave it. We're good. You got the achievement finding all the bunkers. Okay. Yeah, and of course, oh, um, again, no, I don't want to spoil anything, but have fun with that. I uh, I was actually doing the same thing. I was going for that same achievement, and I was in BlackRock, and again, if I can't remember if you were in chat or not, sir. Um, Actually, the way to the bunker comparatively easy, and part of that was because I killed the bear in its new location. But on the way back, I had well, I had everyone after me. And anyone who could have been mad at me and coming for me, they were. It's like I was Bandit at the end of the movie, and I didn't have Cletus Snow to help me out. You had to do an incomplete trade. Oh, that could be it too. Although, yeah, the game is rather. It's not clear like how much his trust is dinged by ending trades or doing incomplete, because the way it sounds like the way like if you do his quest line, he'll be delighted with you. Like the gains you get for doing that would like far outweigh anything that would annoy him, or at least that's how the description makes it sound. Could be wrong. Also, hey Max, how's the family?
That'll come in handy.
Oh, what do we got? Oh, Daunt. Welcome in, Daunt. Welcome in, Raiders. And Riglos, you little sneaky snitch there. I see you. But welcome in, Daunt. Welcome in, Raiders. how did the rest of Final Fantasy XIV go? Did you get to the Crystal Tower? Or there's still more fetch quests?
Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
Okay. Here, let me pause the soundtrack there real quick. Dot, I don't know if you have clips for your alt channel, so forgive me. Let me shout you out on the main. And thank you, Axagoras, for that.
Worst game ever.
Is that Grease? I think that might be Gree. You did nice. You got inside and got as far as you can go until you level more of the main story. Ah, excellent. Yeah, no, Grease right up your alley. Okay. But yeah, welcome in Daunt, welcome in Raiders. Hope you're all doing fantastically this fine Sunday. Ooh. I will have that, thank you. Yeah, folks, if you're not already, go follow. So Dauntless AFK is the alt channel of Dauntless GG. Friend of the channel, Scottish variety streamer, all around good egg. So yeah, go follow both. Yeah, that's where she plays her MMOs and a lot of the other the stuff that might necessarily be up her alley, but still trying it out. And yeah, Daunt is a friend of the channel, so if you like the vibe here, you'll like the vibe there. Go follow her. And for anyone who came in with Daunt and you don't know me, hi, I'm Trooper Barry. I call myself a Long Dark / variety streamer, and today we're doing the Long Dark. We are doing story mode, and we're going in search of lore. All the lore we can get our hands on. And it just so happens you have arrived when we're about to get a lore dump. Just as soon as we shoot this guy full of drugs. Like so. Surprise!
Oh, shit. Oh, that's smart. Take it easy. You're pretty banged up. You're probably a bit delirious, too. I just gave you a shot of some heavy antibiotics. Might feel funny for a while, but it'll help.
You're gonna get lurch?
You're gonna need some time to recover.
No worry, Doc. Yeah, please do all the post-stream care you need to do. Hydrate.
You need to get a message out.
Medicate, snackinate.
It's important. Message.
Streamer here is important.
Asking for medical help?
Never mind that. Help me up so I can look at the radio. Let's see if the parts you brought back are any good.
Yeah, we're doing the story mode. We're looking for lore, get hints at episode 5, and maybe, just maybe, manifest episode 5 within the near future. Because it was supposed to come out Q1 2025, and there's like...
That's a military shortwave, isn't it?
8 days of Q1 left.
Maybe. I know a bit about radios. That's not like any surplus I've ever seen.
Damn it! Well, parts look fine. So, whatever's wrong with the radio goes deeper than that.
What could it be?
Something to do with the power. Fuses. Transformers, maybe. We have bigger problems to deal with first.
The bear.
Bear's out there, hunting us. He's a smart old bastard. He'll keep us from getting out, getting supplies, finding help. Eventually, he'll either get us, or starve us out. Ah! Oh. I gotta lay down. Help me back to the bed.
I don't know why they keep giving us a location we haven't left. Right, so the general gist of what has happened. So this is episode 2. Episode 1, our ex-wife asked us to fly her to Great Bear Island for reasons she would not explain. We did, because we're a big softy. There was a freak geomagnetic storm. We crashed near this town called Milton. We got separated from our ex, Astrid. We looked for her, did not find her. We helped a old woman called Grey Mother, and we learned that Astrid went through a tunnel that we can't get through because there's a collapse, and well, we're much larger than she is, so we had to take another route, go climb, and then come into Mystery Lake, where we are now. And the first thing we saw upon getting into Mystery Lake was a bear taking a big old chunk out of Jeremiah here. So we scared off the bear, and now we're helping him fix his radio, not die, and then eventually we're going to go find Astrid. Or we're hoping to, anyway.
Can you tell me anything about where we are?
Well, this whole area takes its name from Mystery Lake nearby. It's kind of a wilderness preserve, though you wouldn't know it from the logging trucks. Not much around there, apart from some lake cabins that'll be locked up for the season. You've already seen the dam.
Mm-hmm.
Railroad passes through the area. Trains come through once in a while. Fewer every year. Whole area's mostly dead. Most of the year.
You sound like you like it that way.
Yeah, I sure do.
So, no other people living out here?
You gotta understand. The collapse destroyed Great Bear. There's nothing here to stay for. You meet anyone out here? Chances are they're hiding from something. Or someone.
And you? Why are you here?
I have my reasons.
Yeah, so the collapse was it's kind of like the inciting incident for like the game is post-apocalyptic in the wilderness of northern Canada. Basically, there was a massive widespread economic collapse. The Canadian dollar was worthless, and then hyperinflation in the U.S. dollar, and then the worldwide economy went to crap, and now there's lights in the sky that are basically destroying the world's electronics. So things are not going to get better. But yeah, and here on Great Bear, in addition to the economic collapse, there's also a bunch of earthquakes, which wrecked a bunch of infrastructure and basically cut it off from the rest of the world.
The dam was pretty busted up, like you said.
Place was cracked open by the quake years ago and never recovered. Was already half dead at the time.
Meaning?
The dam dates back to the 60s. Industrialists from the mainland wanted to use it to power a mining town he was planning to build.
That's the
But
Raymond
the bond
Carter.
fell out of the price of coal, and he had to abandon those plans. Some fool tried to get it running again in the 80s. But then the forest talkers got involved, and that was the end of it. Pretty sure the quakes finished the job once and for all.
Yeah, we heard mention of these forest talkers. The note in the dam called them terrorists, but then again, if you so much as look at a Tesla the wrong way these days, you're considered a terrorist. So what does that even mean?
So, who are the forest talkers?
Eco-terrorists. Activists, some call them. Depends on who you talk to, I guess.
Why are they out here?
Well, they've been active for years. They come and go. Mostly here to throw a wrench in the works for a variety of resource projects, mining, forestry mainly. They want Great Bear to remain a pristine wilderness.
You don't sound like you agree.
Oh, I've no love for industry. But this is the way of the world. You have something they want. They take it. Nothing much you can do to stop it.
Well, judging by what I saw in the dam, I'd say the forest talkers are still active.
Well, that's good news for you. Keep your eyes open for supply caches they might have left behind.
Okay, So those are the optional. Those are just the lore dumps. Of course, we love lore, but yeah, the blue options are the ones that are the mission critical. So, tell me about this massive bear that's stalking us.
What's this unfinished business between you and the bear?
Ah, me and the old bear. Every time we meet, we make a little trade.
And what do you trade?
Each other's blood, mostly.
Sounds like a losing proposition.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. For one of us.
Okay, and now maybe we can finally get to the part where we can talk about what we want to talk about, which is finding Astrid.
The main reason I'm out here is I'm looking for someone.
You won't find too many people out here. That's kind of the whole point.
This is someone important to me. A woman. She may have passed through here a few days ago. She might have been injured.
What makes you think she came through here?
She passed through the tunnel leaving Milton, but then... I'm not sure.
Well, the roads from Milton don't lead this way.
There are no roads, period.
Wherever she's headed, you'll have to cross the mountains to find her. Not an easy path, even for the most experienced outdoorsman.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Well, you won't get far with that bear on the prowl. What we need is to get my radio up and running, so we can find out what the hell is going on. Maybe someone out there has seen your friend.
Okay, and then when she left us a note that, it written in blood, just said Perseverance, and then we talked it over with Grey Mother, as always, probably talking about Perseverance Mills.
The woman I'm looking for. She might be on her way to a place called Perseverance Mills. You know it?
Yeah. Shit Nothing Town, north part of the island.
See, again, north.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I know it.
We were on our way there, my passenger and I, when we crashed. I need to find a way to get there, or contact her. See if she's all right.
You sure she's alive?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, normally I'd make some calls on the old shortwave. Whole area's been damn quiet since those lights in the sky. Even the wildlife's acting strange. But I might have an idea.
Strange. Idea, strange.
What do you mean the wildlife's acting strange?
They're a bit more
You live out
bitey
here
than
long
usual.
enough, you get a sense for the patterns in nature. Right now, the patterns are broken. Critters aren't behaving the way they should. It's like they're spooked or something. No, not spooked, but changed somehow. Best way I can say it is, things don't feel right.
Yeah, now Jeremiah is starting to veer into Methuselah territory with his non-answer answers.
You said you had an idea. What do you have in mind?
Well, it's a long shot. But I may know how we can find out about your friend.
I'm listening.
This shortwave, I use it to keep an ear open for what's going on.
So how do we get the radio working?
There's no reason I can see why it shouldn't be working.
Well, what about more parts? Or another radio?
We might find another radio. But I think I have a better idea. Problem is, it's no use with the old bear out there. Your path to a working radio, and our survival, is through that bear. We have to find a way to deal with him first.
Okay, well, see, it keeps... I'm ready to do whatever it is to end this conversation.
Okay. So we have to deal with the bear. But you're half dead, and rifle shots don't seem to do much. So...
That's because the old bear, he's special. I've been hunting and trapping for years, and I've shot a lot of bears. But I've never encountered anything quite like him.
How special are we talking?
Special bear like that needs special magic to bring him down.
magic?
Don't worry. I'm not delirious. I don't mean literal magic. But we need the old knowledge. The old ways.
What do you have in mind?
There's an old story. Local legend, maybe. About one of the original settlers of this place. Spence.
Ah,
The
Spanglers.
story goes something like this. Spence shows up and sets up his claim shanty with his young family in tow. For generations, the family had been traders in the Hudson's Bay Company. Old voyageur stock, they say. Hard people. Survivors. One day, a bear shows up and menaces the homestead. Spence takes a shot at the bear, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Bear wanders off, but Spence's wife, she takes a turn. Slips into fever. For days, delirious, she screams about the bear. Local doctor can't do a thing for her, neither can the priest. A week later, a hired hand goes missing. And they find him. Just a body. Ravaged. Spence fears for his wife and kids. He's convinced some evil bear spirit is trying to kill them. Revenge for some slight in the past, maybe. Something in the family history. Spence gets some men together for a hunting party. They go out into the muskeg and track something big for days. Eventually corner it. Ah, it's a big son of a bitch. Biggest bear they'd ever seen. Man killer. Story goes, they empty their rifles into the bear and it just walks away. Like it's made of stone. They call it the demon bear after that. Wife's dying now. Spence believes the bear's evil spirit is killing her, eating her soul. He can't get anyone to join him on another hunting party. They know rifles don't work. So he forges a spear. Like a boar spear, but bigger. From some old Hudson's Bay trapper's wisdom, apparently. He goes out into the muskeg, disappears for days, and then one morning, the wife's fever breaks. But nothing from Spence. Some men go out looking for him, and they find him. Half dead, blood all over him, body torn almost in two. The bear's work. The last thing he says is, "Spear stole the bear's soul. My wife is now free." And then he's gone.
So, did he kill the bear?
Nobody knows. Never found a carcass. They buried Spence, took the spear back and hung it over the mantelpiece in the Spence homestead. Never saw that bear, or any other, again. Years later, after the Spence family faded to obscurity, wealthy land baron bought the spear to hang in his hunting lodge. Just so he could tell that story, I imagine.
So, do you believe it? The story of the demon bear and the spear stealing its soul?
What? No, of course not.
I mean, he did just say it's not actual magic.
I might spend all my time alone in the wilderness, but I'm not crazy.
Well,
The old stories sometimes have truth hidden in them. Spence might have been superstitious, but he had the right idea. 10 inches of cold, hard steel might do what a bullet can't. I'm convinced. A spear's the way to kill that bear. And you need to get Spence's bear-killing spear if we're going to survive the winter. The old hunting lodge is still there. A couple of days' journey south. Follow the tracks the other way, through the muskeg, and you'll find it.
so we're going to Broken
If
Railroad.
the spear's there. Get it. It might be our best hope.
And the radio?
You deal with the bear, and let me worry about the radio. Now, let me rest. Good luck out there. Watch out for our demon.
Right.
Okay. Chapter 2, the best defense. Yeah, now we got a nice, long mosey ahead of us. Yeah, so we got to go Yes. Oh, yes. So we gotta go out here, take a right, go all the way through Forlorn Muskeg, and then all the way through that, then into Broken Railroad, and then we can get that. But there's no actual rush. Yes, we go cut through all of that, and then come through there, come down there, cross the lake, go up the road, and get there. But oh no, there's a handy little map there. But thankfully, we're not on the clock. Because we do have, again, just like episode 1, we do have a handful of side quests that I think are worth. Again, because this is a lore-focused playthrough, and there's some good lore to be had. And we're finding out about the forest talkers, and so the thing that jumped out to me in that whole conversation, and it wasn't the bit about the bear. I mean, we knew that was coming, but rather, so Jeremiah confirmed what Grey Mother brought up during episode 1, that Perseverance Mills is north of Milton. Now, the reason I harp on that is because if you, I don't think we have access to it in story mode. Yeah, but if you look at the world map as it's presented in game, so where Milton is situated, the only thing north of it is actually a different region called Hushed River Valley. And it is inland, very mountainous, and not at all. It didn't sound like what we're looking for. But so looking at the map, what you would think would be east, like to the right of Milton, you got Mystery Lake, you got where we are, you got Pleasant Valley, where we will be eventually, and there is also a blank spot in the map that is next to where we believe it'll all be coast. And there is because in episode 1 there's also referred to a place called Port Mary, and well, ports tend to be where there's water. That's a big assumption on my part, but I'm willing to stand by it. So as far as I can tell, so what we have been assuming for years now. Ooh, right, you're shooting. So we've been assuming, like, hunt and kill a stag. Okay. Yeah, so we would assume, like, up is north on the map, like you normally do. But if all this time north has actually been to the right, then that gives us an idea, like, where episode 5 will take place. And possibly where because like the zones where that takes place could get added into sandbox survival mode, like every other zone that has been added to story mode. And for me, that would be exciting, because I'm hoping for another, like, more intermediate player focused, like a coastal, maybe like a tourist friendly region. There you go. Yeah, I didn't even need to kill that. I just strictly did it for the side quest. Oh, I'm terrible. Although they did also unlock a blueprint for, I think, was it deerskin boots? Yeah. Which, I mean, if this was survival mode, that'd be excellent. Those are, very handy. But you gotta, you get like 3 deer hides, 2 or 3 deer hides cured, plus guts, and you gotta take time to make them. And we're in this for the lore, as we've been saying. So I'm not sure that is the best use of our time. Let's see, did we get everything here? I think we did. Yeah, well, we didn't check normally that cave back there is a bear cave, so I'm kind of conditioned to ignore it. Oh, hang on. Yeah, before we go, because I do want to pop by camp office, offload some stuff, and then we'll make our way to the muskeg. But there's a cabin over here. Could have some good stuff. And we could also... Oh, those are traveling crows, okay. Well, we could also stop by the forest lookout as we go. It's another point of interest here in Mystery Lake. Could be potentially useful. But yeah, if we have to make a trip all the way to Broken Railroad, we're going to want to lighten up a little bit. And we can also maybe, well, we can leave cattails behind because the muskeg is full of them, or we can just eat as we go. One in, one out, so to speak. Okay, nothing interesting in the outhouse? Nope. Well, that's fine. Okay, down vest we don't need. Lamp oil, sure. Painkillers? I mean, I guess. We'll just drop those off. Wow, there's actually not... Oh.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Okay, see, we got lamp oil, got a candy bar, or excuse me, an energy bar. That's about it. Wow, this was, I dare say, not worth the trip. Oh, well. They can't all be winners. Okay, so we'll just cut over here, pop by the lookout, drop some stuff off at camp office, and then, well, by that point it might be late, so we may want to go to the muskeg tomorrow. Because it really is just all you got to do is follow the rail line don't even have to deal with the the weak ice on the other side, unless of course certain furry woodland friends get in your way and they force you off the rails. Although, yeah, see, yeah, Jeremiah says like it's like a couple days away. Also, he said a couple days south, I believe. Which would that fit? Yeah, now I need that world map, but we're not going to get it. At least not in story mode. But yeah, if if the muskeg, yeah, actually that would, yeah, that so if the muskeg and Broken Railroad are south of Mystery Lake, then yeah. Because that's going to the, what would be like to the left on the world map. Okay, so if Hinterland gives us, what Hinterland gives us in episode 5 comports with the lore so far, yeah, so the new zone, whatever it might be, is going to be on the right side of the world map in that little gap as like up above Desolation Point if you're going like up the coast counterclockwise. Okay, I see. You can see the railing up there. That's where we want to be. Now, can we get up there from here? We might not actually. Let's take a look though. Oh, is he? No, I was thinking. Oh, the plane crash, but no, no. This is story mode. They only added the new plane crashes in survival. So, I mean, again, not like we're hurting for loot or anything. Okay, is that's the yeah, that's the clear cut down there. So that's, yeah, we want to go up there. What am I have, oh wait, do we have to go on the other side of, yeah, okay, yeah, we gotta go around this way. Okay. Well, that's fine. Well, while we're down here, though, we can check these out, see if there's anything worth looting there. Yeah, what we'll probably want to do is just go up that slope if we can, then take a right. Yeah, go shh, shh. Yes, boo. Scram. Yeah, if I can help. Oh, yeah, fire log. No. See if no. Yeah, if I can help with that one deer we shot for the side quest, that's gonna be the last one.
think I can use this.
You sure can, bud. You sure can. Eh. Okay, yeah, 49% is borderline.
What have we here?
Yeah, I need to be better. Yeah, we don't need those. Definitely don't need those. And again, I mean, if you've been on the channel for any length of time, you know I am an inveterate loot goblin. I want all the things, but even I have to acknowledge that the game is going to provide, and at least in story mode, odds are it'll provide far more than we need. Hi, fancy meeting you here.
Could end up being useful.
Well, for me, less so for them. So I need to discipline myself and not grab all the things. There are things that could be useful, possibly, potentially, but do we actually need it? Oh, requires logging camp trailer key? That's locked? Huh. Okay. Wow, okay, I'm a little thrown by that. I'm not... Yeah, I'm used to just everything here being wide open, and that being blocked off is well, it's new to me. Anyway, let's move swiftly on. Okay, there. See, you see that right up there? That's where we want to be. Unfortunately, the game knows this now, so it's going to throw wind directly in our face as we try to get there. Oh well. So beyond what I think, the there's a general consensus that, like I was talking about, that gap in the map on the right side is going to be where the new zone is. And we were discussing this yesterday too when we were playing through episode 1. Another potential point of inquiry, a loose end to be tied up during episode 5. What the heck is up with Methuselah? And moreover, why when they first met did Will say he looked familiar? Like who does Methuselah remind Will of? You know, his dad, maybe? Although if it was his dad, I imagine he would remember. And he'd have a clear idea, because it's... Well, we don't know. Well, we don't even know if Will's dad is dead, let alone how long ago it happened, but I feel like Will would know what his father's face looks like, and you know, some rando shows up out of nowhere, looking like your dad. You do something. Your reaction would be a little bit stronger than, you look a little familiar. And I again fall back on the, the kind of the filmmaking notion that directors don't put things in just cause. If that line's in there, it's there for a reason. There we go. Now there's a shortcut. Now, mate, they're already saying like episode 5 is going to be supersized. Could it, could it be, is Methuselah just a, the harbinger, a force of nature who's there as a narrator? Maybe, but that'd be pretty unsatisfying. And if we don't even see him again, that would also be awfully unsatisfying. So, like, if he's just going to show up and be cryptic towards Will for, early in the story and then not show up again, what was the whole point? Nope, those are rocks. Okay. Okay. Ooh. A lockbox. Interesting. I don't suppose we have the key. Requires Hank's lockbox key. Oh, who is Hank, pray tell? Illegible note. Oh, a clearly drawn map to a supply cache. The text was largely unreadable. If this message was meant for someone, hopefully they are able to decipher it. Fortunately, there are a handful of recognizable landmarks and a bold arrow pointing to a large X. Oh, near the entrance to Forlorn Muskeg region from Mystery Lake. Okay.
This stuff will come in handy.
Oh, we're not going to lack for sewing kits, that's for darn sure. Like how good? Oh, those are 73. Those are 99. Okay. So where is that? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Ooh, and the weather is turning. Turning something fierce. So, yeah, let's get moving before that turns even more. Okay. All right, and then just the other reason why it seems like the consensus is that that particular spot is going to be where episode 5 is meant to take place. And spoilers for the end of episode 3 / a cutscene from episode 4. So if you're watching on the VOD, Melderon, skip about 30 seconds. Yep. So we see Astrid wash up in Perseverance Mills. which means there has to be an ocean path, an ocean like they got to be on the coast somewhere, yeah. And there's not that much coast. We can see that it is uncharted. The one spot there is like the bit like going up the coast counterclockwise from Desolation Point. And considering where she leaves from, where she ends up, it just all the evidence points there. I went the wrong damn way. Like I said, this upper end of like that the middle upper spine of Mystery Lake. I don't know it as well as I should, which it's Mystery Lake. It feels like it's not a place that should be giving a player problems. Certainly not after spending more than 1,000 hours in this game, but yet here we are. So what else? What else do we want to know? Well, no, I mean, we want to know everything, obviously. Not the least of which is, where do they get that big damn boat and where is it going? But that will more than likely be spelled out in episode 5. But like, there's just so much to tie up. As I say, like Methuselah. Are we going to get it further into Will and Astrid's backstory? What happened? I mean, it feels like it's pretty clear they had a kid together, the kid died, and that led to them breaking up. Are they going to make that explicit? We don't know. Like Methuselah, or so Jace is Jace from episode 4 is the one who's telling us to go to the Suzuki observatory. Yeah, the observatory. But observatory on a coast? Observatories are usually like in places that are high up, with not a lot of well, they want to be higher up, so they minimize the amount of interference in the atmosphere, so they can look at the stars or whatever it is they're observing. So are we going to meet like her thesis advisor, who has come up multiple times? We're going to meet her. Is Jace even coming with? She did not look in good shape at the end of episode 4. I don't know. It's like, because like there's Will, there's Astrid, there's Methuselah, there's Jace, there's Mathis. There's the case, and apparently, this had been mentioned. So the story from the Tales DLC, the Tales of from the Far Territory, and the whole 3-part story with Rudiger. Allegedly, that's going to at least be worked in. If Hinterland is going to bring all this together in one final cavalcade, it's gonna be massive, and that's assuming it's all taking place in one zone, like episode 1. But then, and this has just occurred to me. There's got to be road connections, right? Because like, unless the only way to get to Perseverance Mills is by sea, which would be weird. There's got to be a land connection, so you would think Desolation Point, right? According to the map, it's right next door. But then the other way, like due south, according to our new understanding of the map, it would be Pleasant Valley. And that's assuming there isn't like another zone like further up the coast. But that would be excessive, I think, because like if you like maybe there is like a part lower down in Perseverance Mills as like a coastal community, and then you have like a mine or a something else that takes you up in elevation, and then you get to a place where you would normally think an observatory would be. Well, that's almost full. Okay. We'll start stuffing things in here then. How many sewing kits do we need? Yes. Okay. Let's see. Heavy canned food goes there. We'll have that beef jerky for dinner. So if it does give us food poisoning, we can just sleep it off. Okay. Nothing new there. That's all fine. Oh yeah, we'll go and prepare those so we don't accidentally use them. Okay, almost there. Okay, yeah, prepare. Hmm? Oh, it's 8. Oh, they don't have it filled. Oh, right. In survival mode, they have the crafting menu source. So like anything you can make gets filtered straight to the top. Not in story mode. I see. All right, we'll just make some birch bark that way. Okay. Oh, can we clothing repairs? Yes. Very good. How about our toque? Fool of a toque. There. Let me approach the bed real quick. We might be able to get one more repair in. What's on the outside? Our work pants. Those are fine. Fine. Those are less fine. I'm sorry you don't find this stimulating, William, but it is important. Oh, yes, thank you for the crouching tutorial. Thank you, Gabe. Okay, what do we find? Yeah, okay, we get that. That was to, hunt a buck. We did that. Aid station, got that. Admin office, got that. Okay, lake cabin number 3. Oh, we do have the side quest to Allen's Cave by the railroad. Catch 5 kilograms of fish. Ooh. All right. And that. Wait, why? Oh, because we drank a rosehip tea. It's resetting that for us. Well, that's rude. All right. Anyway. Okay, food poisoning roulette check passed. Okay. We'll give Will a good 9 hours. He's earned it. We did keep him on the move today, and we did get was that no? It was the previous day we got spooked by the bear. Naturally, we would wake up to a blizzard. I I thought we were in Mystery Lake, not Pleasant Valley. Oh yeah, I did say we were going to end up there eventually, so maybe that's on me. Ah well. Okay, well that is not an encouraging sound. Definitely not traveling weather, so we'll just continue with those repairs that we bailed on the previous day. Very nice. There we go. We have goaded. Oh, I didn't even search that. Good grief.
I could use this.
No, you just fixed up pants that are better than those, Will. Come on now. There you go. Big old box of crackers for breakfast, as one does. Okay, we are still a little cucumbered. And I would like to do something about that before we head out. Like, do we need 34 extra rounds? Arguably, no. It's not like this is a quick fire weapon, after all. And we have our flare gun as well. Okay, that's all fine. Okay, leave that. We got nothing else to do with that. Do we need 10 tinder plugs? But they don't weigh anything. Okay, fine. Fine. We don't need a whetstone. I keep all of our problems would be solved if we could just ditch the rifle, but I don't think the game's gonna be kind enough to let us do that. Okay, we got a little walking around food. We got coffee if we need it. We got cattails. We have no excess clothing. Got some meds. We got the basics. We got fire starting mats. We're gonna be a kilo and a third over. Just deal with it. Just deal with it. You know, it's fine. Are you? Wow. This this is the opposite of helpful. Although it, if you look up, okay, I think the game it's still making up its mind what it wants the weather to be. There you go. Yeah, it is clearing up. Okay, this is closer to traveling weather. That was just nonsense. The game was still making the shift from blizzard visibility to to this. We're gonna. Oh, right. As remembered, we're going to the lodge to get the spear. The spear might weigh as much as the rifle. Well, we'll make do, and we'll be diligent, but not excessive in our looting, and I will expend and extend and exhaust all efforts to only loot in a responsible manner. But seriously, where's that cash? Oh, fuck's sake. How the... Okay, so, I mean, we did the usual walking backward thing. Obviously, that did not have the desired... Because it just lurched over to the side. So, the lesson here... Shoot earlier. Don't let it run up on us like that. Now, give me my damn supply cache. You know, I didn't just throw away 20% of my health for funsies. Wait, really? Where? I am in the right spot, yeah? Yeah, we're like right on top of it. Or at least, I think I am. Oh, here we go.
There you are.
No.
That'll come in handy.
That was underwhelming. Oh yeah, how's our clothing? Okay. Yeah, the ear wraps and the toque took a little bit of a hit. Not unexpected. You know, I almost wonder if we shouldn't treat... excuse me. You know, if we shouldn't treat the rifle like we do the revolver, and just take a preemptive shot to scatter wolves rather than actually try to hunt them with it. Now we can't. Yeah, you can't hit fire the rifle anymore. You have to level it, and if a wolf does see you, then that is what's going to draw the charge, unfortunately. But if we can spy them from a ways out, I would almost rather just scatter them than deal with that nonsense repeatedly, because I feel like we're not going to get that much better with the rifle over the course of this this playthrough. And if I'm honest, I'm okay with that. Okay, now I am used to watching for Kool-Aid Bear as we enter this part of the muskeg, but as best I can tell, the only bear that is on our that we have to concern ourselves with is, like, you know, the big one that only shows up at the certain points of the plot. Also, is it? Oh yeah, I was to say, is it just me, or are the train cars at Poacher's, you know, more they're more red than usual? But I gotta remember the I guess survival got the new textures and story didn't. Not a big thing, to be sure, but it's just noticeable.
Thank goodness.
Okay, we got lots of scrap metal around, but don't think we'll be needing that. Well, I mean, will we though? Ooh, advanced guns.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Preserve nature's balance in nearby areas by lowering the wolf population. You don't say. By how much? Okay. Okay. One in Mystery Lake, one in the Muskeg, one in Broken Railroad. Okay. I think we can manage that.
Is it food or?
And instantly we're 5 kilograms over. But not terribly unexpected. Now I don't know how much metal we're gonna need for this spear. We'll go ahead and
Hope I can still eat this.
we'll grab and go. We'll grab and go. Okay, we got 9 coal. There'll probably be some there. We got 2 scrap metal. Again, probably be some there. We can grab a little bit more. We are going to be rolling very heavy, but oh no, we got it. Not exactly unexpected, but this would be a good time to start exercising that measured, responsible looting I was just saying I was going to do. You know, rather than just grab all the things. Okay, hang on. Are you? Fuck's sake, we're dropping frames again. God damn it. You know, 2 years I've had exactly 0 problems with my internet provider. It's been great. No complaints whatsoever. And now this weekend, it has just been absolutely diabolical. See if we can get our muskeg wolf now. God, how the Okay, well, I must have missed high, because I didn't see any splash or anything. Nothing kicked up. There we go. Okay, I was aiming high. So for future reference, yeah, we want to put the sights just below our target, which means if we're getting charged, like we got back in Mystery Lake, again, like I said, we need to shoot earlier. Otherwise, they're gonna get up close and we're gonna shoot over, either shoot over top of them, or we're just like gonna graze their spine, and that's not gonna have the desired effect. So even that revelation aside, I would still prefer just to not engage at all. Because we're, again, killing wolves, not necessarily part of the lore. Prop deer? Prop deer. Okay. Okay, this is some bullshit. Go for... Okay. Let me do this. When we get a broken railroad, maybe pause for a bit. I could, and we could take the nuclear option, just restart the router. I hope this is coming through well for all you folks in chat, and you're not just seeing a slideshow. Okay, what are we hovering over here? Oh, wait, are you? Oh, say, did I just get myself stuck? No, we almost did. There you are.
I think I can use this.
Oh yeah, blood-soaked note. Judging the amount of blood frozen on this page, the author wasn't doing too well when they wrote it. First it was the expletive rancid meat, then the sprained ankle, then the expletive conflict out of nowhere. Gained the slip by falling down into a damp ravine. Of course, that's when the expletive wolves came. Dropped myself and ran, as much as I could with a sprained ankle. If you're reading this, this is as far as I got. Should have never tried to leave Milton. Oh, find the cache at the end of the ravine in the broken the broken railroad ravine. Wait, the broken railroad ravine? That's a long way to fall. I'm surprised they made it out. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at the display that Twitch is showing me. Yeah, the stream is significantly behind. Yeah, let me do this. Okay, we're gonna pop into Broken Railroad. I'm gonna put a full save here. We'll overwrite that. Wait, that's still there? Oh wow, okay. Okay. I am going to real quick. We're gonna stop the stream. I'm gonna reset the router. I'm gonna come back as soon as I can. So, if you can, folks, please, just sit tight for a minute. As soon as I'm allowed, we'll restart the stream. We will continue, and we'll move into Broken Railroad. So, thanks to all of you for hanging out. We will see you very shortly. Unless you're on YouTube, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.